You ever had a weird family secret that no one would talk about? Well, I grew up with one, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. It was the summer before I started high school. I was 14 years old, and I lived in this little beach town called Seabreeze. And every summer we would have this huge family get-together at my aunt's lake house. It was always a blast. We'd have bonfires. We'd go swimming, drinking, all the good stuff. But there was one rule. No girls allowed, unless it was your mother or grandmother. And I understood why. I mean, the guys needed their guy time, right? But it was really boring without the girls, because they were always the ones that wanted to play all the fun games and do all the fun activities. So this one year, my mom decided that we were going to sneak some girls over to the lake house. Now, my dad was not happy about this, but my mom was like, "Dad, they're just going to be over for the day. They're not going to cause any trouble." But my dad was still not convinced. He was like, "I don't know. They could be trouble." But my mom was like, "No, they won't." So she invited her friend and her daughter over to the lake house. And at first, everything was fine. The girls played volleyball with the guys, and they swam in the lake, and we all sat around the bonfire and roasted marshmallows. But then the mom went to the bathroom, and she came out, and she was like, "Oh, hey, guys, I'm gonna go take a quick shower and get changed." And then she disappeared into her room. And we all sat there in silence for a few minutes until my dad finally broke it. He was like, "Where's her room?" And we were like, "Right there." So he got up and he knocked on the door and he was like, "Hey, where are you?" And her response was just changing. Then we heard splashing, and then she came out of the bathroom in a bathing suit, and "Who wants to go swimming in the lake?" And we were all like, "Okay." So we all went swimming in the lake, and we were all just kind of awkwardly silent until we got back to the shore. And that's when the mom said something that really shocked me. She said, "You know, this reminds me of the summer that I met your father." And then she just walked away. And I was like, "Wait, what? How did she meet my dad?" And my older brother was like, "Don't listen to her. She's just being weird." But I couldn't help but wonder what she meant by that. The next day, my mom left early in the morning, so I didn't get a chance to ask her. And then that night, my dad came into my room and he was like, "Get packed. We're leaving early in the morning." And I was like, "What? Why?" And he was like, "Your mom and I need to talk." And then he left. So I knew that whatever this was, it was serious. I mean, I'd never seen him take that tone with her before, and I never saw them fight. In fact, they were the perfect couple. They never fought. They always agreed on everything. Well, the next day, my mom picked me up early from my aunt's lake house. And on the car ride home, she told me that she and Dan had decided to get a divorce. And I was like, "But why? What happened?" And she said something that really shocked me. She said, "Your dad found out that I got pregnant by another man." And I was like, "What?" So the girl that we had met at the lake house was her. She was the one that was getting married the next day. And then my mom told me that she had met my dad at that same lake house 14 years earlier, a week after her and my dad met, but I was still confused. I was like, "Wait, so if she was born a week after they met, how could she be getting married the next day?" And my mom just said, "It's complicated." And then she dropped me off at my aunt's lake house. And that was the last time I ever saw her. To this day, I still don't know what happened that summer, but sometimes I think maybe my dad knew, and maybe that's why he never liked that house.